Hello fellow readers and writers, this is your host Lavinia Sani, and in today's video we are going to continue on chapter 16 of the book Snowblind by author Cassie Miles. So make sure you have your cup of tea or coffee and join me. She put up with his condescending attitude to get information. Tell me about it. Reinhardt's ex-wife was receiving alimony, and she kept digging into his finances, finding bits and pieces he might owe her. She's the same with Andrea. They were partners, she recalled. Now wait for it, there's a spicy piece coming. One that I had predicted from the very beginning. Damien said that it bothers me that Lauren was also working for Westfield. He said the autopsy showed that he was murdered. You heard it, murdered. He took a blow to the skull before falling down the stairs. She gasped. It was hard to imagine someone killing that sweet elderly man who loved his cat so dearly. That's horrible. Which it were, but instead of acknowledging that, Damien informed Sasha that the Denver homicide cops are looking into any connection between that murder and the death of Lauren Robbins. They figure one murder leads to another. What could possibly be the motive for killing Mr. Westfield? I don't know. For once, Damien said that he did not know, but there was some interesting question arising from the Dude Ranch property that Westfield wanted to acquire. Do you know anything about it? I've been there, she said quickly. Moreno is also interested in buying the Dude Ranch to set up an ashram for his follower. Same property? She nodded. Andrea is a real estate agent, and I think she was setting up a bidding war between Moreno and her cousin. And Reinhardt? I haven't heard anything about him. And the Dude Ranch property, she said, is too far from the ski lodge to be a good development for condos. That's good, he doesn't need any more strikes against him. As Damien reached down to close the laptop so that they could end the communication, he informed Sasha that I should be in Arcadia by 3 o'clock. When I arrive, we'll make appointments with the CBI, we'll have a nice dinner and soak in the bathtub. So, from this you can see he had already a whole plan of how the night was gonna go. Especially since from the previous page, he had told Sasha that, oh, if you're going in the hot tub, clothes are not necessary. So no clothes in the apartment or condo. After her discussion with Damien, common sense came down on Sasha. She might be naive, but she wasn't fool enough to think Damien was interested in discussing her career. During the conversation she'd had with him over the past few days, he hadn't once asked about her safety. The only time he perked her up was just when he talked about champagnes and hot tub. So, even though she had not let Damien know that she was not going to be waiting for him at the condo, she knew she was not going to be putting herself in that position. At the same time, she realized that her brother had it right when he said that the condo was a bachelor pad. Damien wanted to be alone with her and seduce her. Sasha closed the computer and looked up at the bobcat on the wall and snarled back at it, baring her teeth. No way, Damien. She'd sleep outside in the snow before she spent the night under the same roof with him. I mean, from what we read, Damien isn't that bad looking, he's just very inconsiderate. And then she had also said he was charming in the very beginning, so now you won't even sleep in the same room as him? When Sasha made it outside the office in the hallway, she saw Brady sitting there waiting while reading a small notebook, concentrating very hard on it, and wearing purple latex gloves. Sasha didn't know what was on the journal or that it was evidence, but seeing Brady immediately brightened her mood. Looking up, he gave her a crooked grin. Either I need glasses or I finally found somebody with worse penmanship than me. I love that word, penmanship. That's a nice word, penmanship. Let me see. She held out her hand. I've gotten pretty good at translating chicken scratchers for lawyers. But Brady hesitated and informed her that this was evidence and actually he should not even be looking at this journal right now. So it wouldn't be right for him to let her take a look at it either. Embraced with this new information, it dawned on Sasha as to why Brady was wearing gloves so that maybe he will not leave a fingerprint in the journal or even destroyed evidence. I've been carrying a box full of these around in my SUV for a couple of years. This is the first time I've bought them. This shows you just how many crimes there is in that place. None. They are cute. That's what I was looking for. He held the notebook toward her. Can you tell what this is? It looks like something about Dr. Kimin at the office in the Southern Bank. She glanced at the scribbled abbreviation. The letters D and R were in capitals. She took her cue from the one clear word. Cayman, she said, might refer to the Cayman Islands, a place with many offshore banks. What about the doctor? I'm not sure, but I think there's an abbreviation used by auditors for a discrepancy report referring to an accounting problem. Brady is not really into the world of accounting a crime like that. He wasn't really sure what kind of discrepancy she was indicating. What kind of problem? A discrepancy, she said, is a difference between reported transaction and actual money. If we could access Laura's business record for that date, we might have more information.